Fixed signs, you ready? Clear the energy. Taurus. What do you need to know for today? Oh, Taurus. So it's the best way up to have this card, I suppose. This is secrets, karmic situations and hidden enemies. They keep banging on about it, don't they? But you're seeing things from a different angle now. You're no longer sacrificing yourself for other people who are ungrateful. You're setting up your boundaries. You're coming down off your cross. Stop playing the victim. Stop playing the martyr. And no longer in limbo. You pretty much know where you're going now. There's 1 and the 12, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important, as is the number 4. Sometimes it's connected to a Scorpio, this one. But it's Pisces energy, so it rules the toes and feet. So there may be some issue there. So karmic situation. What do you need to know? Well, basically to put your boundaries up. It's time to realise that what other people feel and think is not your problem, basically. Not your monkeys, not your circus. Whatever drama's going on in their lives is nothing to do with you or your happiness. So you're taking action, or someone is. Fire sign energy. It is the non-commitment card. It is my Jack the Lad card. It is somebody comes in and goes out when he feels like it. And you're ready to give up. Banging their head against a brick wall and getting nowhere. Heartache, Heartache, sorrow and loss, separations and partings, finding life rather disagreeable. Probably a 3-way situation. Somebody's been playing away with that card there. So you're giving up. There's no passion. There'll be no new beginnings. And you are not, or someone is not taking their action. They're taking it elsewhere. So if you see they're moving away from that. So they're not putting up with this anymore. Good thing is that it's minor arcanas and that's the only major arcana. But secrets and hidden enemies, karmic situations. Could be minor surgery, but in this read, I don't think so. This is a three-party situation. Could be kids getting between you and the partner. Could be in-laws, parents, anything, work, whatever. But there is a separation there, and there's no 2 ways about it. 3 weeks is mentioned, 9 days. The 9 and the 1 would make the 10, which is a heavy burden, and you're getting rid. You're leaving it all behind, taking the 1, cutting, if you like, to plant elsewhere and make a new beginning. Simple as. You're not doing it anymore. You'll know in what part of your life that registers. Yeah. The depression, you've had enough of the depression and the duvet days and possibly even emotional blackmail. Healing is taking place. A doctor may be involved somewhere. Money's not coming in. And you've lost hope in the situation. You've had enough. So, or someone has. So it's over, basically. Something has come to an end. There's no hope left in a situation, and you've put your boundaries up. You are not sacrificing yourself anymore. You've done all you can. You've done your best. It's time to move on. Yep, wherever you go, you need to spread positive energy there. And always be open to new opportunities. So what they're saying is, don't shut yourself off just because of one or many. It doesn't matter how many disappointments you've had. You've got to keep yourself open. Don't change the good person you are because of the things that have happened to you. You will look back and think of this as a blessing, because this is a romance of a lifetime. There is a true love for you here somewhere. So somebody is leaving this third party situation behind to go to their true love. So you won't be alone. It's a homecoming. One of that card is a homecoming. You finally know where your heart lies and you're taking action to be there. Wintercan, yeah, longing for home. It's a homecoming. Can't make it up, can you? Perfect. Wintercan. And it's the mermaids, so it's Pisces energy, Neptune, and I did say, if you look at the astrological read I did this morning, that's where we are. So they're talking about the energy surrounding today, so you need to listen to that as well, because it's very, very important for you. The Mintacans are a soul group who originated on a planet in a constellation, Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original Lightworkers. The Mintacan's home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintacans feel most at peace and at home when surrounded by crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Sorry, I'm covering her up, aren't I? Many Mintacans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feelings like I don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintacan, or you're longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe, which is what they want you to do. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. You're going to find it. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home, create it, rather than waiting for the feelings of belonging to come. I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet, and I release any grief around not belonging, or feeling held, and call for the perfect home. So Spirit are working on that for you. You just need to take action. So don't forget to watch the astrological read from this morning, please. It will have more significance for you than anyone who doesn't get that card. So, Leo then. What do you need to know, Leo? 17th of April 2020. Leo. Not bothered what other people think of you anymore. Releasing yourself from contracts, duty, loyalty, anything that you feel bound to or chained. This is the exterior world, how other people see you. It rules the knees and bones, so there may be issues there. Toxic situations, but releasing yourself from them. No longer wanting to be bothered, and you don't care who knows it. Capricorn energy. Yeah, because you're going within, you're finding out your spiritual path. You're no longer bothered about the material things in life. You want to travel within and without and find out more about yourself and the world around you. There's a Virgo energy which rules the intestines and the abdomen, gut instinct. You're on the right path now. You're seeing the light. You're being guided by spirit to travel. They will light your way. You're not meant to go on this next part of the journey alone. So watch for the Virgo energy around you. They will hold up their lantern so you do not stumble and fall. Those born on the 9th or the 27th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. As is those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. This is the psychic, the medium, the tarot reader. She knows everything. She's been there, got a t-shirt, got the video. She has suffered in unhealthy relationships. She has seen the light. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth, as in medication and diet, and what comes out your mouth in words written or spoken. There's a curious connection with spirit to the letters B and J. She knows that there is not just black and white, there are grey areas as well. So there's your truth, someone else's truth, and the real truth is in between. Pomegranates have a massive significance to spirit somehow with this, as do carnivals or Hull Fair if you live near me. October the 11th, the number 11 is massively important to this lady. Could be a gentleman if he's born on that date. It's about knowing, you just know. You will feel victorious and successful because you've finally been able to release a burden. Somebody's drinking too much, or celebrating too early, so you're short-sighted, you're not seeing the bigger picture. Pride's going to get in the way. There's gossip, people talking at you or about you, a lot of people, and a female has received or seen the written word that has made her very, very distressed. So it could be you, it could be someone else, but it's just, you've seen the light and you just know. So you are now going to release the burden and move on to success. And you've seen your eyes, because you will not let anyone tell you what you can't achieve and what you can't do. So that means now that your universe is limitless, you are free to do just as you like, because you're not bothered what anybody else thinks. At all. A small rebellion is taking place, and it may get bigger and bigger. If this isn't you, then it's someone else. Yeah. Release, release, release. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Can't get clearer than that, can they? Sometimes it takes a while to release an ex. It's like an onion. You peel back the layers one at a time. But you'll get there. You will succeed in releasing this burden. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you should shut yourself out on off completely and swear yourself off love in all its forms, because that's not what they want. So I'm afraid if you think that's going to happen, you've got nothing coming. Because they want you open, like an ever unfolding rose. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. So broken, if you like, to the bitter end, and then being able to be reborn as a better person. To open through hurt and loss, to allow what is fallen away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, and as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts. To continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now, and instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. Because Spirit never do anything to hurt you. So you can bet your life, if you are hurt, then they have saved you from something far worse. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. And one day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. So whatever happens, hang on to that. Scorpio. What do you need to know? 17th of April 2020. Scorpio. What do you need to know? And there you are in your own read, Scorpio. So transformation. You rule the reproductive organs. Interaction and shared resources. So interactions with people and shared resources, which is quite apt really, because something has to end. Interactions with people. And perhaps some financially shared resources. Something has to change or transform. Something old ends, so something new can begin. You can't treat death in any of its forms, but this doesn't necessarily mean death. The death card is not death. It's a positive energy. Those born on the 13th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. So there's been a disappointment, a massive disappointment, and it's left you confused. But know that you played a part in this disappointment, I'm afraid. And whatever that proverbial bridge was, you've now come to it, and it's time to cross it. There will be love at the other side. However, you have to stand on your own 2 feet. Be financially and emotionally independent. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn people are massively important. There's no major arcanas, so you are, it's something internal that's going on with you. There is a gentleman either in uniform or a businessman who was once successful is no longer. He's probably lost everything. He was a good friend and now he's a dangerous enemy. But you are more than capable of surviving on your own. You have dreams and you're going to go towards them, but it will cause some disappointments, possibly to others, because you're pleasing yourself for a change. Someone may become single. But it's a positive transformation, so you are not unhappy about this. You have options, or someone has options. Nine years is mentioned, 7 months. Yeah, lack of communication is a problem, and no commitment. So there could be a marriage breakup, like I said, want somebody you know may be becoming single. It doesn't necessarily have to be you because it's not a major arcana, so it could be anybody in your circle. There is a gentleman who does service within the home, joiner, plumber, electrician, etc., involved in this situation somewhere, and a female enemy will be overcome. So and it possibly could be connected to this gentleman in uniform or the businessman. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Finances, career. Emotional stability. So the enemies are overcome. Not a problem. You're more than a match. But you have to bring something to an end. Yeah. And stay positive. Spread your positivity far and wide. And watch for the new opportunity, because something new is coming to replace this that's leaving your life. Yeah, so very soon you're going to be asked to make a decision. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So it's about your decisions. Your decisions make your destiny. Fate is given to you, but it's your decisions and the consequences of those decisions. So you decide what your future is going to look like. Clouds coming over now. Oh no, this one's the one that used to make me cry, but I'm getting hardened to it now, I'm doing well. So the Star Mother, so those of you in spirit, especially with, for some reason I get Mother Mary every time I see it, or a Catholic mother specifically, then anybody with a mother in spirit, they're telling me this is especially for you. So 48, because often when our parents are no longer there to speak to them, we wonder what they would think about all this, our decisions and what we're doing. And this is a prime example of how spirit feel, no matter what the relationship was like on this earth plane. all that exists in spirit is the love. So you are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you only knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens, let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame and guilt at her altar. And please, 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 sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion, and if you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness, so stop beating yourself up. Let her love away your fears, so stop worrying, she's behind you. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. So self-preservation is not selfishness. So you have to look after yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet mind, body and soul, and treat yourself like a beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. And don't do anything with malice, because that will come back on you. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight off your shoulders and forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. How can you mother yourself? Mother understands everything. There is no worries there. So you can proceed with whatever it is that you hope to build. But you may have to do it yourself. Stand on your own 2 feet. Once again, those non-social distances are at it. Never mind. Oh. Wrong deck. Aquarius, what do you need to know? 17th of April 2020. Aquarius. Messages, Spirit, please. I'm getting a ringing in my ear, Aquarius. Left ear, so there's a lot of love in Spirit for you. If you've been talking to Spirit this morning, especially, they're answering you. I love you too. Must miss you very much. Yeah, there's a shock coming, Aquarius. Massive shock. I think you had this the other way up. I don't know if you just heard it before. So you finally come to the end of your tether. You're not having any more of it. Massive arguments, accidents, losses in the home, people leaving home possibly, or a very, very passionate encounter. Somebody's getting the love on. Those born on the 16th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's explosive energy and it's going to be a shock. So you're no longer in denial about this. It's going to happen. Could be water and electrical problems within the home. Sometimes get this off Spirit when there's a volcano going to erupt or earthquake, something like that, power cuts. So if you hear or experience any of those, you'll know that Spirit are just confirming that they're with you. There could be a Leo energy around, but mostly it's obstacles in your way, unable to travel, children are a problem, and those born 1966 plus or minus 12 may be involved. Those born on the 19th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. And Leo had this, so that could be why it's here. But they are no longer being manipulated. They are being released. You are still being manipulated. You are feeling tied and bound and chained even by contracts, loyalty, duty, misplaced, and what other people think of you, external from you. So the outer world, if you like. It's issues with the knees and bones sometimes. And it's those born on the 15th, living or past it, for your diary and address. Still, it could be a passionate encounter. But if it's with somebody who was born on the 19th, I won't bother because it's negative. And if it was going to happen on, what day is it, Friday, Sunday, I won't bother with that either. Because this, you're in the dark about something, you don't know everything. It's time to release this situation, because there'll be no celebration, no firm foundations, no happy homes. You may have to leave a property. So that's a pretty negative reading it. Yeah. Release an outcome of a situation, release the old way of doing things, release your hold on money, possessions. They don't matter either. You will get them back, so that's no problem, but you have to let go, release your hold on something or someone, and watch where spirit takes you. No communication whatsoever. A doctor may be involved romantically, or healing needs to take place. Someone is mourning the loss of a partner or situation or person, and a female has seen the written word, either in paper form or digital, and it's caused a lot of distress. So something's being found out. Don't give in to emotional blackmail. If somebody says they're ill, don't let that change or keep you bound to a situation. It's massively important, that, because at this time people will try anything. So whatever communications you're getting is all negative and obstacles in your way. Yeah, you're free and independent. You are not living someone else's life. You can do as you like. So choose your own destiny. Don't choose to live someone else's. Yeah, because there is new love waiting for you. Someone better, a better match, a new person who's stirred your romantic. And I don't think